A very warm welcome to Aurora's Canvas. Thank you so much for the love that you have showered on our videos and our channel. We are growing really fast. Let's keep continuing. Hit the subscribe button right now and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Today we are here with the ninth emotion. Today we are talking about enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is just an urge or an intention to get involved into anything. Now, this urge usually is self-generated. At times, you would see people finding enthusiasm because of other reasons. Going to a party because your favorite girl's out there, yeah, that's the reason of enthusiasm. Now, enthusiasm is so powerful that Sir Winston Churchill clearly mentioned that success is nothing more than moving from one failure to another failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Now, explaining this line in a little detail, this is very interesting. Let's say the most talented person and the most average human being, when they fight with the two attitudes, the alpha with the most talented person, the alpha, and the average human, this person does not have a constant enthusiasm but is very talented, and his odds of winning are 4 times out of the 5 times he tries. The average person has the odds of winning 2 times out of 5 times the average person tries. But this person will move from one failure to failure without losing any enthusiasm. Now, let's make a timeline for you. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and success. Step 1, alpha goes through, the average person fails. Step 2, the same happens. The alpha is successful, the average is still at step 1. Now at step 3, the odds decide to change, the alpha loses and the beta takes his first victory. He did not lose enthusiasm on failures. Now think about his enthusiasm when he succeeded. So now he's at step 2 and he's powered up with enthusiasm, whereas the alpha does not have the attitude of taking failures with pride. Now this is going to go against this guy and he is going to be totally demoralized. And here comes the difference. The beta will slowly come across, they'll be on the same level. Watching this, he'll lose more enthusiasm, and this losing enthusiasm will ensure that beta would suddenly take him over and he will be the one who crosses those 5 steps, and that is the story of success. The alpha will be labeled as a lucky charm, as a person who got early success, and just a lucky man would be the title he gets, whereas the beta, the average man, just because he went from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm, he'll be labeled and he'll go down the history as one of the most powerful stories of success. Now that we know that enthusiasm is an extremely powerful emotion, that it can make changes to success even when you are so differently talented, the odds were different from 4:5 to 2:5, and success could be the successful person could be the one who's average. Having known that, you would want to know how to bring in the enthusiasm. Now, enthusiasm is very different. It's different for 2 different people. There's 2 types of places where you would get enthusiasm. One, you already like that thing, and second, something you don't like. Now, what you like, you would not be watching this video to have enthusiasm for something that you like. You already are enthusiastic about it. For example, if you like to dress up and flaunt your dresses and get a lot of pictures clicked, I do not need to make you enthusiastic about going to a wedding or a party. You're already excited about it. Somebody, if you are someone who sees a long-term success or is trying to find vengeance somewhere, I would ask you to watch my other videos. But if that is your emotion, I don't need to make you enthusiastic about going into work every day. Or somebody who's trying to be successful and get a decent title before his name, he or she would not need to be told to generate enthusiasm to go in and study. So enthusiasm is different for different people. Now, firstly, I'll only talk about places where your enthusiasm doesn't come from inside. Other places you have enthusiasm for yourself. Now, there's a 2-step cycle and you can be enthusiastic about almost anything in the world. The first step is fairly simple. Stop lying. Stop lying that you are not under peer pressure. Peer pressure is a very big reason that we lose enthusiasm. Most of the things, half or maybe more than that, these things we are doing under peer pressure. The most painful peer pressure is the peer pressure of tradition, because that is a peer pressure where the pressure is coming from somebody who's not even alive, dead almost 2 or 3 decades ago, maybe 20 centuries ago somebody died, and there's a tradition he started that you're still following. So the peer pressure could be coming from the family, everything. And if you say you do not have peer pressure, nah, I don't get affected with peer pressure, liar, liar, your pants are on fire. Because peer pressure is so real that Lord Ram, happy birthday sir, was also under peer pressure that he had to give up on the wife he fought the king of demons for, that he defeated the king of demons for, that he lived with 14 years in the jungle, and he had to leave that wife under peer pressure. Peer pressure is a real thing, and that's been coming back from ages. The most strongest man, the righteous man, Maryada Purushottam, could not escape or hide away from peer pressure. So you have the peer pressure, accept and analyze what are the things in your life that you do from your own will, and what do you do under pressure, peer pressure, family pressure, whatever. Whatever you do under pressure, the second step is required for that. Now let's say you're struck at something you dislike. It could be anything, and you need to get enthusiastic about it. I mean, I'm not talking about some things you are partially interested in. Some things you do are totally surprising. I'm talking about the couples who on their honeymoon in arranged marriages say, wow, what a bond we share. I mean, you just met 4 weeks ago. Are you even serious about it? I mean, just a joke. You guys need to do the similar things. You need to find things that make things interesting. This is the step number 2, where we discover, or step 2.2, where we invent. Discover. करेला पसंद नहीं है, उसके प्याज का मसाला खाओ या उसके अंदर थोड़ा सा दालचीनी का तड़का लगाओ, पर खाओ, बिकॉज खाना जरूरी है आपकी हेल्थ के लिए. तो आप उसको और इंटरेस्टिंग कैसे बना सकते हो, डिस्कवर करो. उसमें आलू की सब्जी टेस्टी है या उसका कोई पार्ट आपको टेस्टी लगता है. अदरवाइज इन्वेंट. I mean, this is the real part that I want to talk about. You can invent your area of interest. What do you need to do here? Like, for example, you're at a workplace you do not like to go to, it's totally bad conditions. Start rewarding yourself for little achievements that you make every day. Or if you're a student, you don't like to study all hours. I know it could be really depressing. I did not like to study as well. Now find reasons to study which are not just giving the exams. It could be teaching another peer of yours, which is a very, very powerful reason. When you have to teach your friend, you study with a lot more enthusiasm. And otherwise it could be to flaunt your knowledge between your peers. That is also one of the most powerful reasons you'll find out, you'll get enthusiastic for. Whatever works for you, whatever is of interest to you. Party में जाना है, या तो अपनी ड्रेस दिखाने या किसी की ड्रेस देखने जाना. अपना enthusiasm खुद ढूंढो. Whatever works for you, please leave in the comments where you find such enthusiasm, या अभी कौन सी चीज we'll start doing and we'll find our enthusiasm there. Feedback में लिख दीजिए comments, और subscribe करना भूल गए हो तो अब कर दीजिए. Leave the like for my motivation. I'm really thankful. We've been doing really well, and we're coming back with more videos. Stay tuned with the channel. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.